Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 4? Question mark? Or 3? Is it episode 3, season 4? It's one of these.
Something like that.
I think it's... Yeah, I think it's...
For episode 3.
Yeah, I think it's episode
episode
3 of season 4 of Locomotive Royale. Trust me, we're prepared. I am your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me I have my junior technical advisor, Tyler.
Hola.
And someone has a real squeaky chair. Somebody get somebody some WD-40. The 5 lovely competitors I have with me today, the lovely contestants on our game show, are all bringing commuter tank engines, which might be one of the most entertaining and yet homogeneous assemblages we've ever had on the show. Needless to say, I really like this suggestion. So thank you, Vert, for the suggestion. I know you couldn't make it, but I hope you like the product of whatever the hell is about to happen in the next hour and a half. So, without further ado, we will introduce our contestants, starting with Matt.
For once, I am not last, at least temporarily, but I have a Central Railroad of New Jersey 464T class. It is class H-1/SU-31.
Okay, my real question is, how did you smuggle this over the border from Canada?
Carefully.
Okay.
We don't talk about that.
Anyway.
The CNJ is a bunch of thieves. You've heard it first here, folks.
Some I assume are good people. Anyway, in the second position is Bender.
This time, I am in not last place.
For now.
And I have brought to you the British Rail Standard 4MT, designed by Mr. Riddles. When I say designed by, I mean he copied it from the LMS and decided this'll do.
Okay, so we have 2 copycats in the first 2 positions. That's cool. I mean, at least this one's from Batman. You said it was designed by the Riddler, right? Riddle me this. Why are the cylinders cockeyed?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Anyway, in the third position, with a straight-up meme, is Milky.
But you know what? It's in the copycat this name because who would want to copy it?
Oh, whoops! I didn't flop them around. Everyone, Milky and Fort were in the wrong spots, and I had them go to the right spots, but I didn't move the pictures around. So this is not Milky's. This is Milky's.
How dare you?
He's on a boat and you're not. Yeah.
Yeah, Milky brought a literal torpedo boat. No, he didn't buy this yet.
Milky, Railroad Museum, hit me up.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
He brought a literal torpedo boat. Kamchatka on Suicide Watch.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, in the fourth position, Fort Master has brought the chunk, which we already saw.
Yes. Yeah.
G-Chonk.
You can still introduce the engine.
Yes, it is the Boston and Albany 466 D1A. I personally don't actually know that much about this engine. I just fell in love with it at first sight.
It looks like they squashed a Hudson down to size. It's also
Yeah,
called a
right.
double
Yeah,
engine.
it's the mini Hudson.
It's one of my favorite.
I saw a comment describing it as a pocket Hudson, and I love that.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I love this. I'll be referring to this as the Pocket Hudson going forward. Anyway.
Minecraft Pocket Edition, but it's a Hudson.
In the final position is a 1987 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Or something.
Nope, that's me. That's Brian.
Yeah.
And aka the king of second place, aka one of the resident half-weep. Anyways, I am bringing the London Midland and Scottish Railway Fowler 4P 264 tanks.
Wait, when did you change that?
Which are freaking massive for a British engine, but are probably among the smaller things here, other than the Central Pacific boy.
Among Us.
Also, I was originally going to bring the Canadian National X10As because, you know, Canadian pride, but it's pretty much a dead ringer to the Jersey Central engine in everything but Firebox area because he has a Wooten.
Wooten.
I was gonna say you should have tried to stack up against him, but if he's got a Wooten and you don't, then you lose.
I have a Wooten and you don't.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's.
Oh, that
Yeah,
thing
that's why-
does have a wound. Oh God.
I'm in a tank and you're not. I have a Wooten and you don't.
This thing could have come to the Wooten Royale. Anyway,
It should have. I should have forgotten.
Matt, no.
there's the big reveal for our 5 contestants and their 5 locomotives, and we will begin with Matt.
This is new and exciting. It's me going first.
Okay.
You know, Brian has reminded me of something, and that something is Firebox area.
Help.
Oh.
Help.
You don't want fire, you want water, don't you, Milky?
Yeah.
Milky's like, put
Okay,
me
well-
back in the bay. Southern Pacific's like, I got you, fam.
Yeah.
Sploosh.
Okay, so firebox area. Okay, that's an easy one.
All right, yeah,
All
going
right.
once, going twice. Matt, firebox area.
164.
Okay.
That's an area.
Wow.
It is an area. I don't. Yeah.
Englishman number 1.
143.
Okay. Torpedo
Maybe I'm
boat.
not as good as I thought I was.
88.
Nice.
Okay, I'm fine.
Pocket Hudson.
213.
Nice.
I'm not-
I hope you
Yeah.
win.
Yes.
Englishman number 2.
What the hell?
What?
Wait, do you have like a 300-foot firebox or something?
No. However, I'm somehow smaller than the other British boy, despite being
Nice.
larger.
I mean, you're
Huh.
skinny. Look at you.
Well, that's because you were built earlier. You're
The
not.
weirdest part is the other version of this locomotive, which is simpler in a way that I will not mention,
Okay.
not to give away anything.
Oh, God.
Actually has a firebox identical to that of the standard 4MT.
I just want to throw out that, yeah, of course it's because it's older, because they hadn't invented big fireboxes until later.
Yeah,
Literally
well,
didn't have the
Have you
technology to
never
make a
heard
big
of the
firebox.
concept of superpower? They hadn't come up with it yet.
Yeah, I know.
I present to you, though, Goob.
Goob. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Anyway,
talk to your grandpa.
is this thing older than the AA-20? Anyway,
He's your uncle and your grandpa.
surprising nobody, Fort Master gets first place. He gets 5 points. Matt gets 4 points. Bender gets 3 points. Brian gets 2 points. Milky gets 1 point. Matt, you said you were going to try to not lose, so...
Well, okay, I didn't intentionally pick a dumb one.
Yeah, no, you did pick a good one, but just...
I
You know,
could have
I mean, I guess
intentionally picked
four-
a dumb one.
I guess 4 is really the best you can hope for on your stat.
Yeah.
Well, with your track record, definitely.
Exactly.
I mostly feel bad because I'm taking this locomotive in Vert's absence, and as such, I don't want to screw it up. But
Yep.
sorry in advance.
We're all gonna miss Vert. It was nice knowing him. Dearly departed.
You're talking about him like he's
In
dead.
his absence.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
He is dead for the day.
Yeah. He'll be alive again tomorrow. Probably.
Good riddance.
Anyway, we're
Only
gonna
if
start
you
this
say
one
his
off
name
strong.
3 times. Alright, yeah, Bender, what's your first stat?
Let's go with something that I should be able to get a 3 in, which is let's go for engine weight.
Yeah, shooting for the moon.
Yeah.
Alright. Engine weight, going once, going twice.
Wait, this is higher is worse, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Veto.
Already? Okay.
Damn you.
All right.
Round 1. Veto.
Alright.
Hey,
Engine weight, higher is worse. Yes.
technically, I can call the second version of the stat, but I'm gonna
Yeah. Yeah, you
We're all
could.
tank engines. You're all tank engines. There's no...
Yeah.
there's no avoiding it. All right, so why not? You're built.
Okay.
Nope.
Going once.
God
Going
is
twice.
I'll sink with this ship.
You're gonna sing with the ship? Okay. Okay. And you're built. Go ahead.
I have a gray beard by now.
Yes, we know.
Alright,
You
Matt.
guys should just clean up Grandpa.
All right.
I'm just gonna salute the CP,
Oh.
man.
1923.
1923. Bender?
1951.
Whoa. Milky?
1882.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot he's British.
Fort?
Wait, what was it again?
Year
great.
built, fool.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, 1928.
1928.
Okay. Yeah.
And Brian.
He's progressively getting
Wow,
better.
I'm gonna get a 4. 1933.
Yeah, the British engines kind of have a leg up here. Anyway, Bender gets 5 points. Brian gets 4 points. Fort gets 3 points. Matt gets 2 points. And Milky gets 1 point.
Milky gets to make us suffer by being the tiniest thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
How am I
Milky exists
second?
before they invented things that are heavy.
Yeah.
How am I second only to...
This baby
what?
gets so much horsepower, you won't believe it.
I am second only to a
A whole
PVC pipe on
tube.
wheels.
I was going to say, you wouldn't believe it because the only thing you have to compare it to is a single horse.
Yeah.
I will say, Mr. Oldsmobile, that you could have gotten the same points I had if you had taken...
My name is Brian.
No,
Yes,
your name's
I-
Oldsmobile. It says it right here.
You are the car.
Now, you could have gotten all the points by taking the carbon copy, but you didn't, so you stand out. And that is...
All right.
I commend you.
What is
Yay,
your
individuality.
minimum weight of whale? Minimum weight
Minimum
of whale.
weight of rail. Going
That
once.
is definitely a thing to call.
Going twice.
Oh.
Okay, minimum weight of rail. Go.
Hell yeah.
Matt?
91.
91.
Oh.
Bender?
British, 66.
66. Milky?
Bad track work, 45.
45. Fort?
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian?
I had a bad feeling about this. It's good, but it's worse than it could have been. But it's worse than it should have been.
Yeah.
71.
All right.
So Milky is
Solid
buoyant.
middle of the road.
Milky is buoyant, yes. Anyway, yeah, no. Milky gets 5 points. Bender gets 4 points. Brian gets 3 points. Matt gets 2 points. Fort gets 1 point.
I will say I'm at least happy my score goes down by 2 each time.
You're happy because you're going to end up with a negative sooner or later.
Yeah.
Welcome to my...
So it is my turn now?
It is your
Yes.
turn now.
I'm going to go for something I am very certain actually, no, wait, I should probably save that. Save that.
For when there are fewer vetoes on the board.
Yeah, exactly. What is something? You know what? I'll go for engine wheelbase.
Engine
Oh,
wheelbase.
That's an interesting
Okay.
choice.
Oh.
I feel like you're going to lose that, but anyway, going once, going twice. Matt, what is your engine wheelbase?
Yeah.
39.25.
Okay. Bender?
36.83.
All right. Milky?
And you.
28.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
There it is.
Fort?
Yeah.
Milky.
42.66.
Yeah, I don't know what you called
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I
Brian?
don't know what I was thinking with that.
I mean, at least he knows he was not thinking there.
Brian?
Once again, solid middle of the road. 38.5.
Man, you look so
He
stretched
is.
out. That's because you're literally a toy train. Look at you. I think Lionel. That L stands for Lionel. Anyway,
Lionel Midland.
Lionel MS. Mm.
Ford is going to say on his chess.com report at the end of this Royale that he's committed a blunder.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, Milky.
Well, it's not my fault. I forget which ones means a higher number is better or which one's a lower number is better.
You know we have a
Please
cheat
tell me
sheet
I'm
for
not
this.
the only one that thinks Ford sounds like a younger Ellis.
In
I
case,
think the one...
in case anyone is curious, in case anyone is confused about what's higher and what's lower, what makes it better, on the second tab of this very spreadsheet that we're doing Local Royale in, there's the quick verses, and it tells you.
Oh, okay.
So, there's a good resource for in case you forget.
Thank you. I shall make sure to look at that.
Yeah.
One
Anyway.
that you may have had a good chance in winning in would have been ratio of driving wheelbase
Well-
to overall engine wheelbase.
Well, save it. He still has time. Milky, being the smallest and most nimble boy, gets 5 points. Then Bender gets 4 points. Brian gets 3 points. Matt gets 2 points. And Fort gets 1 point. It's what you might call unfort unit.
If I was in the same room, I would smack you.
Yeah, it's okay. Listen, that's my making you guys suffer because I know some smart aleck here is going to call tender loaded weight at some point.
Yes.
And you know who that smart is going to be?
Yeah, I know it's going to be you. All right, Brian.
All right.
mean,
Let's
Mr.
go
Cutlass.
with high pressure cylinders.
All right, high pressure cylinders. Why would you call that? Look at yours.
What the hell?
Okay, going once, going twice. All right, high pressure cylinders, bore, stroke, and number of cylinders. Wait a minute, is he hiding more cylinders?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Yes, I am. I'm a 3-cylinder.
Well, I wonder if that will help you.
I don't
yeah.
remember seeing that, but okay.
So your cylinders are the size of, like, Gansett bottles. Stop with the 8.5 cylinders, Matt.
So dumb.
No, you're not.
8.5.
Milky cylinders are the C.
Yes.
No, the C is usually big.
They're, you see, my cylinders are my propellers to keep going forward.
It's a triple expansion engine.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a sailboat.
Milky's water
Brian,
capacity
James May.
is
You've made a
Milky's
mistake.
water capacity is the San Francisco Bay.
I
Well, no.
thought that the fact that there was 3 cylinders would help it, but apparently it didn't.
Well,
No,
it
hold
got
on.
you a solid.
I am fat. Don't you understand
It
this?
got you a solid
Hold on.
3.
I understand that.
Anyway,
I do not think you have 3 cylinders. One of the things in that page has 3 cylinders, but not what you've taken.
No, the Fowler 4P number LMS number 2500. It's a 3-cylinder. I can guarantee it. I can.
2500 specifically.
Chris Eden Green did a video on this thing,
Right.
Okay.
All right,
and
just
he
one.
said that it was a 3-cylinder.
That's a
Maybe
good
we'll
choice.
contact Chris Eden Green and ask him about
Yeah, well, Chris Green, if you're watching this podcast.
I'm just double checking this.
If you're watching this
Actually, I don't
podcast
feel
by
like
some
reading this.
miracle, do the thing, please.
If you do happen to be watching this and you want to join in, there's a link to the Discord in the description.
Yeah.
Why
Anyway,
would you want to join in on this chaos?
yeah. So Fort gets 5 points, which is nice considering he just got 1.
Yeah.
Fort gets 5
Oh.
points. Matt gets 4 points. Brian gets 3 points with his 3 cylinders. Bender gets 2 points, and Milky gets 1 point. I mean, it is fitting that Brian got 3 points, 1 for each cylinder, and if we are saying Milky is a triple expansion engine, I assume those 2 expansions are 1 in each cylinder and 1 when he runs out of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, tally up your points for the end of round 1.
Okay. Here we go.
I am sorry for assuming your cylinders. I was mistaken.
Sorry for
assuming your cylinder.
It's 2021. We can't assume cylinders here.
No.
Yeah.
All right,
just
well,
know
that's,
And assume he is a sailboat, though.
that's
It's
frightening.
about the volume, it's about how you use it.
I think you did.
Okay.
If anyone
You
is
can keep-
frightened
you can
by
keep
the
that to
BR
yourself.
standard, you should be, because they're in the lead
Oh,
with 18
that's
points.
the number.
Behind them, with 15 points apiece, are the BNA Mega Chonker and the LMS Toy Train. Then, in 4th place is the Jersey Central copy, and in last place is this torpedo boat. So, with that, what is going on with your
To be
code
honest, the
board?
more you call this a toy train, I think the more Chris Eden Green is going to move away from this.
Okay, but look at it.
Because compared to like some things in Britain, I'm pretty sure that this thing is almost as big as an A4 without a tender.
Well, compared to some of the
In fact,
other things
I
in this
think it might be
competition,
bigger.
compared to some of the other things in this competition, this is a dreadnought. But I'm just taken by the smooth lines
I'm
of it. I
pretty
think it
sure
is a
this
very
thing
pretty
would
engine.
actually be bigger than the Jersey Central boy. If it's possible.
Well, I
You
mean,
know,
it makes
it's
sense
probably
considering
lighter
the
and-
Jersey Central thing is from Canada, and Britain once owned Canada, so it makes sense that this would be bigger.
No, that's Canadian location is the same as the American.
Hey, Milky.
Now you're making me trigger.
I asked Dan when we're gonna get Boat Boys, and then he just sent me the folio for them.
Oh no!
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Summer goes in purr.
So I suppose then it might be my turn.
It is your turn again.
Indeed.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately,
Builder.
Builder.
Screw you, Milky.
Going once. Going twice.
Veto.
Okay,
Oh,
Hey.
Dying today.
okay.
that was Brian.
Valve Gear.
That was Brian who
That
vetoed.
was,
Yeah, it was.
Okay, just making sure.
that was me.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
That was Bender.
That was better.
Yeah. The other
I
veto.
didn't say veto.
Sorry. I was
the
double
record,
checking, and
for-
then someone said yes.
For anyone curious, on one of my photos, it says my builder on my cap.
Canadian Pacific, right?
I don't know where it says. I don't see where it
Canadian
says.
national.
I don't see where it says 3 guys in a shed on his cap.
Yeah.
Or
Stevens, my dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm locked.
or the
2.5
Norfolk
men.
Navy Yard. Does it say that somewhere?
Yeah. It's on the inside of the
Yeah.
cap.
When they said meet your maker, I don't think that's what they meant.
All right. Anyway,
I mean,
I know it's hiding a 12-inch gun in the boiler.
the
You just
Boiler
open up the
Buster.
door and fire.
Are we sure the boiler is 12 inches in diameter?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm looking at it right now. I have the diagrams.
Anyway, so like, kind of continuing on that same trend. How about Valve Gear?
Oh, well,
Going once. Going twice.
Matt, you don't know what you just did.
Okay. Valve Gear. Matt.
How about Welsh Art?
Okay. Bender.
wall short.
Okay. Milky.
Stephenson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ford.
Baker.
Yeah.
Yep. Matt, you idiot.
And Brian.
Thank you for handing me that.
Worcestershire sharks.
Worcestershire.
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 Anyway,
Worcestershire.
Worcester.
Also, oof, well, that's bad.
Don't delete your stuff yet. Ford gets 5 points. Matt, Milky, and Brian each get 4. And then, Matt, Bender, and Brian each get 4.
Hat Milky.
And then Milky gets 1.
1.
So
Wait.
close.
Wait, is Welsh really better than Stephenson?
Yeah.
Is Welsh?
The Welsh valve gear, yes.
Okay.
Well, shards.
Welsh.
We are removing the Welsh from the situation.
I've had quarter of Wales. They're with the valve gear builder.
Well, see, the thing is, Welsh valve gear is just the same as other locomotives, but unpronounceable.
Yes.
It's made out of waffles.
Got
Wait, no, I'm thinking of the Belgians. Never mind.
it.
Never mind.
Mix up the Welsh and the
I am sorry. I look at old maps too many times. I forget what modern borders look like.
They're nowhere near each other!
Exactly. Why do you think I'm so confused?
You know what? Fair enough.
I wasn't, you can excuse the French for being surprised when the Germans invaded through Wales.
You're like,
so
what?
sorry.
Matt, put that goddamn thing away.
Okay.
Alright, Bender.
Oh no, I wasn't looking. Anyway. Time to win.
Right.
No stats.
Win being in quotation marks.
Let's go with this one. Steam pot pressure.
Steam pressure. Okay, boiler pressure.
You mean the boiler?
Going
You
once.
made Ellis have a little stroke there.
Going twice. Alright, boiler pressure, Matt.
200.
200.
I'm sorry, Mel.
Bender.
225.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Milky.
Dang.
125.
How do
Good
you
enough
move?
to shoot.
Fort?
In my
215.
backyard.
Remember, it's got a
How
sail.
does that thing have less points than a standard 4?
I'll explain in a second.
Well, it makes up for it in volume.
Yeah. Anyway, Brian?
Oh. Yeah. I tie with Matt.
Okay. A fate worse than death.
Yeah.
Yeah, fate worse than death, really.
Fort would
Welcome
have a
to
higher
my
pressure,
nightmare.
except it has too much room to spread out in there.
Mhm.
But yeah, Bender gets 5 points. Fort gets 4 points. Brian and Matt each get 3, and Milky continues to get bullied.
Oh, jeez.
You remember how they
It's okay. It's okay. I have my turn to bully people, and I will do that.
Okay.
When, though?
You see right now, actually.
Yeah.
Touche.
What is your
Mom.
total engine and tender weight?
Oh, you're kidding me.
Tender weight. Going
Oh,
once. Going twice. Okay, total engine and tender weight. Matt, go ahead.
Total engine and tender weight. 291,700.
Ooh. I can almost put 3 of me inside of you.
Giggity.
What do you
Bender,
think again?
It has a funny number on the end.
that's 198,420. Milky?
Lead number, ha ha ha.
See, math is 3 of me. Almost.
104.
104, 100.
All right.
352,000.
Ooh.
That's a lot. Brian?
209,888.
Okay.
So everybody except for Milky sinks.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't know about that if you look at the scores. All right. I was about to say 4 gets 5 points, but no, that's not how this works. Milky is the lightest. Milky gets 5 points. Bender gets 4 points. Brian gets 3 points. Matt gets 2 points. Fort gets 1 point after starting off the round very strong.
I have a feeling I should have saved my veto.
Oh, I'm saving mine for a very good
Would
reason.
you like some genuine advice? So, I already looked at most of the stats for these today.
Ooh.
What you want, because I was like compiling them and figuring out what is good, what is. And what you want is flues.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Weird, weird fresh, but okay.
Okay, going once. Going twice.
Veto!
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, I hit Control V instead of Control B. Okay, flues are out of the question.
I'd rather deal with my worst stat than having to go through a stat which I don't have.
Okay.
Okay.
That might give something away, people. So, Fort, what's your next go-to?
So we did, let's do attractive effort.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
that's a number.
going once. Going twice. Alright, attractive effort. Matt?
30,940.
Okay. Bender?
It's a lot of 5s. 2, 5, 5, 1, 5.
Okay.
Hmm.
It is an above average number of 5s. Milky?
How much does a horse get again? 13,056.
Okay. Ford?
41,651.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brian?
I'm getting it too. 24,598.
Well, Fort being the strongest puller, which should surprise nobody, gets 5 points. Matt gets 4 points. Bender gets 3 points. Brian gets 2 points. Milky gets 1 point.
Next!
Wait a second.
Alright. Alright, Brian. I want to clarify.
Driver diameter.
Oh, driver diameter. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that'll be fun.
Going once. Going twice. Okay, driver diameter. Matt.
Driver. Okay. Which one's that? Driver diameter, 63.
63. That's
Okay.
pretty good. Okay, Bender.
Hey, that's good.
68.
Almost funny number. Haha.
Yeah.
Milky.
So close
Bigger
to
than you
greatness.
thought.
Big
50.
50.
Which is still somehow smaller than everything.
Fort.
Yeah. 63.
Yep. That makes
Rat
sense.
bastard.
And Brian.
I expected this. 69.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Nice.
knew there was one I looked at that in the number.
Nice. With those big wheels, you get 5 points. Bender gets 4 points. Fort and Matt both get 3. Milky gets 1.
Oh.
It's okay, I'm still holding my veto for one question in particular, and you have to find
I'm
out.
sure you are.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's halfway through the show and over half the vetoes are gone.
Yeah.
They're going like hotcakes. Everyone do your
Yeah,
math
they
for
are.
the end of round 2.
Nap time. Oh.
It's a good thing I passed 3rd grade, so now when I do basic addition.
33.
16. Oh, I have.
Wait,
You're doing 22.
Milky, have you added your points yet?
Yes, I have, comrade.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it looks like everyone's done their math, starting with
Sure enough.
the BR Standard 4MT being in the lead with 38 points. That's kind of scary, guys. The Boston Albany 466 double-ender Pocket Hudson is in second place with 33 points. That's a 5-point gap, guys. Not good.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind it is the LMS Fowler 4P with 32 points. Then the Jersey Central 464T with 30 points. And trailing 8 points behind and 6 feet underwater is the 262T S1. This guy.
Thing.
You know which one I'm talking about.
The thing.
The thing. The boat.
From
The
another
boat
world.
will think everyone else later on.
Yeah.
Somehow I doubt that. I already posted in streaming and recording what's going on right now. And it already got buried. Oh well. Anyway, Matt, what's your third?
Yeah. Oh, I suppose I need to call a stat again.
Yeah, you get to do it 4 times.
Yeah, it's fun and exciting. You know, with these other British people here, I've really only got one guy to worry about. Plus Milky, who counts as a British person because his train is about as large as a horse.
Because Britannia rules the waves. That's why.
Yeah.
Have we done... Actually, that's extremely bad. Never mind, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, I bet that wasn't factor
no,
of
what was
adhesion.
It was factor of adhesion. We're not doing that one.
You could.
We aren't doing that one. Cough.
Man, if anyone really
Ow.
needs to take down Matt, I guess you know how.
We are not doing factor of adhesion.
No, Matt.
How about,
Matt's correct.
Tender fuel capacity.
Okay.
Okay.
Tender
You know what? I can buy
It's going to be pretty sad for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I get the feeling I know who's going to win. Anyway, going once, going
I think I got like
twice.
the second largest bunker here.
Matt, what's your fuel capacity?
I'm guessing I might have screwed up because I have 6.
6 fuel.
What? Okay.
6 generic fuel
6
units.
cords of wood.
No, that's Milky. Bender?
4.4 British tons.
Okay. Milky?
4.
More.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Now here's the one I'm scared for.
That's measured in square feet of sail area, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
Fort,
Yeah, so 6.
6. Oh.
Okay.
And Brian?
I can live with that.
I can guarantee a 2 for both me and Milky because somehow how did Milky get 4?
Hey,
Oh my god, yes.
Let me repeat it then for the guys in the back. You are Toy!
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
Anyway,
Actually,
Fort
Brian,
and...
you have-
I suddenly realized you're referencing Toy Story.
Yes,
Yes.
Fort
Yes.
and Matt both get 5 points. So that's them off the board. Bender gets 3 points. And then Milky and Brian both get 2. Somehow Milky
Thank
catches
you.
a break here.
He gave himself 4. He gave himself 4.
I suddenly realized that I did that. I didn't realize that for a second.
He
And I'm
took
just
both
like,
of Milky's
shoot,
points as well.
That's the wrong number.
You
Okay,
can't keep this battleship.
you're not a battleship,
Oh, no.
dude. You're a dinghy.
You're not
No,
even a
he's a
destroyer.
torpedo boat.
He's a torpedo boat if the definition of torpedo boat includes the African Queen at the end of the movie.
Oh no! Look, he's got a torpedo.
What's that? What do they call?
I don't know, man.
Power empty.
Power MT. That's an interesting call.
That is a stat.
Going once, going twice.
My stomach feels like it's about to rupture.
That's not good. Matt,
It's like Ellis last week.
what's your power MT? Yeah, did you just eat a whole giant sandwich? Because it's not good.
500.
No, not rupture, implode because I'm hungry.
Oh. Okay.
Well, don't eat
Oh
a whole
no.
giant sandwich.
Anyways,
Yeah.
539.14.
All right, Bender.
730.58.
That looks pretty good. Milky.
209.8.
Ouch.
You are a toy.
Or
693.98.
pretty good, but not good enough.
Oh.
Brian.
I'm not last. 411.66.
He's cheating. He's chanting the chant of my people. I'm not
Yeah,
lying.
you'll never be last with the torpedo boat in the room.
That's what you think.
Yeah, it is what I think. Anyway, Bender has the highest score. He gets 5 points. Fort gets 4 points. Matt gets 3 points. Brian gets 2 points. Milky gets 1 point.
You know, I'm noticing a pattern where I'm like super strong in the first, and I just steadily get worse, and then I have like a spike at the end.
Welcome to taking powerful things in Royales. How can I help you?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what happens. Unfortunately.
yeah. Well, I mean, the standard 4MT is still on the top and has no signs of leaving there. So you guys either band together or what?
Oh, don't worry, I'm getting style points set up.
Of course you are. Okay.
Okay. What is your weight on tribers, my friend?
That's
Going once, going twice.
You know what? How about veto?
Okay.
Aw.
I don't know why
Oh,
you did
Matt,
that, but
that's no fun.
I am not fun.
okay.
You're welcome.
Milky, try something else.
Triber wheelbase.
Driver wheelbase. All right,
Yeah.
Matt. What's your driver wheelbase?
13.75.
15.75. Bender.
15.33.
Okay. Milky.
The worst I made was calculated, but it was worth it. 14.
14. Fort.
15.
Oh. Brian.
I don't want to talk about it.
Brian, you have so much space between your drivers. You could fit extra drivers.
Yeah, you could be like a 10 or like a 12.
It could be 14.
No, there's
couple.
not enough space. If they were smaller, then I definitely could be a 210-4. I could be a Selkirk tank.
You know what would be really funny,
Oh.
actually, is you just overlap the wheels like Tiger Tank
That-
wheels.
Oh, jeez, how would that even work?
It wouldn't, but it would be
Okay.
funny looking.
No, that's how you have a locomotive do multiple gauges.
You've heard of dual gauge
Quadruple
track.
gauge.
Now you have dual gauge engine.
Taps forehead. Okay, so anyway, Matt somehow being the smallest and nimblest in this bunch.
Apparently.
He gets 5 points. Milky gets 4 points. Fort gets 3 points. Bender gets 2 points, and Brian gets 1. Milky could fit extra drivers, too. You know, I'm really hoping that that little curved bit is also part of the water tank, because that would cheer me up.
Why though? It would be water you can never use.
I'm going to lose. I swear to God, if this keeps going the way it's going, I am going to lose to the torpedo boat.
Yeah, you should.
Torpedo boat has a lot of style points. Watch out.
Yeah. I am getting the style points together.
Yeah, Tyler's over here planning to raise the Titanic.
Yeah.
Except it's worse than the Titanic disaster. In every
Also,
way.
anybody non-British, please band together so that we can beat the British.
This is 100% worse than the Titanic because nobody has been laid on this engine, I guarantee it.
If you beat the British, you're beating me, and you're just beating me into the ground. You're giving me, like...
Also,
you're rubbing it in my face that I'm losing.
Yeah.
Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
Shut up, Shrek was a horrible movie.
No, you're wrong. But anyway...
Short circuit there.
Okay.
You know what? I think I'll go with Loco Base ID.
Oh,
I know what yours is, you cheeky.
I should have saved my veto.
You cannot do that. Going once, going twice.
Y'all are going to suffer.
Okay. Matt, what's your Loco Base ID?
6530.
6530. Bender?
1481.
1481, not bad. Milky?
2846.
That's pretty good for what it is. Fort?
It is the best number, the answer to everything, 42.
How is this so
I
low?
knew that one. I knew that one.
Brian?
It's the answer to life.
Once again, I'm not last, but I'm depressed at this point.
But I'm depressed.
Insert depressed regular car reviews voice here.
Yeah. Anyway,
This isn't going well for me.
Fort was the earliest entrant into the Loco Base out of the 5 competitors here, so he gets 5 points. Bender gets 4 points. Milky gets 3 points. Brian gets 2 points, and Matt gets 1.
You know, this has been my first one all game.
Impression.mp3.
That's kind of astonishing.
Yeah, honestly, it's like back on home turf after a long time of being moderately successful.
I'm sure you're real proud.
I am.
All right, Brian,
It's good to be home.
round out round 3.
Oh boy. Latest.
You know there are 2 stats up there that you can win.
You know I'm going to be
There's
the
one that I definitely know that I won't because I'm going up against a freaking PR standard.
There weren't. Trust me.
There's not as many of me as you think there are.
Didn't
I'm
you say
using
there
that
was
as like
only
a
one of
last
these?
resort if I need to get at least a 4.
Right. Okay.
That's saving for style points. I'm talking there was only one of these preserved.
Ooh.
Okay, well, what have you got?
Let me just see this.
One seeing later.
Excuse me, one what?
There's one obvious one that you could get me on.
Yeah, you're really the person who needs to take down.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to bury me, then you know what?
You already
Please
done.
don't bury him.
I mean, you are...
It looks like they dug him up.
I'm gonna take the risk. I don't care if I get a 4. Number built.
Okay.
Oh, that's the thing.
You're gonna give
That wasn't it.
You're gonna give the 5 to the person who's in the lead. All right, going once, going twice. Matt,
6.
6, a whole 6. Proud of you, buddy. Bender,
155.
that's a lot.
Yep,
Oh, God.
there we go.
But you know what's better than 6? 7.
Why 7? All right,
Yeah.
Fort, how many of these did they have?
5.
Okay.
Yes.
And Brian.
Okay.
I'm just going to give my... Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, this was an effing choice.
Yeah, this was.
This was a good
I
choice.
think the British have banded together, which is frightening. Anyway, Bender, the most ubiquitous engine here, he gets 5 points. Brian gets 4. Milky gets 3. Matt gets 2. And Phil gets 1.
Trap.
And now you can do your math, tally your points up for the end of round 3, and we'll see where we stand. And I think where we stand is with the 4MT continuing its lead. Without a whole lot of catch-up from its peers, which is concerning if you happen to be not the 4MT.
I'm actually really sorry, Brian, because I thought you were using the one that was actually produced. I keep on forgetting. That's unironic, too.
Oof.
Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call from my dad because I cleaned the windshield of his truck earlier, and because of that, he managed to see a moose before he could.
Oh,
so
Nice.
Cool.
That is very
so
nice.
because I did windshield cleaning, he didn't hit a moose.
Yeah.
That's not a style point, though. I
That's
guess.
the most Canadian thing ever do.
A style point against the human, not against the train.
Okay, so yeah, the lead is still there. The 4MT has 57 points in first place. The Boston and Albany 466 has 51 points in second place. That's a gap of 6 points. Another gap of 6 points down to third place, where the Jersey Central 464T sits. And then the Fowler 4P is right behind it with 44 points, and then 9 points behind is the Torpedo Boat.
Hi, Milky.
I've come back from worse.
Yeah, but with one round left.
I just want to remind you that you have, at best, a boat, and not a submarine.
Oh, it's my turn.
Are you sure they didn't direct that thing out of a lake?
This was the Southern Pacific. It probably went in multiple lakes.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
For fun. To wash it.
Dude took a swim just because he wanted to.
Hey guys,
like
make sure you
Ivory
dump the British.
Yeah, right.
Close the lead.
Yep.
I'm trying. I'm thinking of everything I can.
What if I did
I'm
great?
pretty sure I know what Milky is going to pick next because I know his engine will do the best in a certain stat.
You know-
Wait, does Milky still have his veto?
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, what I'm gonna pick is a pretty great area.
Right.
Okay.
You're kidding me.
I'm picking great area.
It's a great area.
I think my eyes just rolled into the back of my head. Alright, Matt, what's your... Oh, wait, going once, going twice. What's your great area, folks?
68.26.
Okay, don't round that up.
So
Bender?
close.
26.7.
Okay. Ouch. Milky?
14.70.
Ouch.
Well, my great area is 60.80.
How are your... Oh, right, Wooten.
Wooten.
Brian?
You know what's better than 14.7?
14.8.
25.
That's... Okay.
This is true. It is better than that.
I mean, yeah,
I got
you're
a
right.
2. Depression noises.
Matt, that's not your number. Matt gets
It is
5
now.
points. No, it's not. Matt gets 5 points. Fort gets 4 points. Bender gets 3 points. Brian gets 2 points, and Milky gets 1 point.
There's
man,
no
all
way
I'm
I'm going
saying
to come
is-
back from this. I'm going to be buried into the ground.
No,
I'm
not
saying-
55.
50 points.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it cheeky stat.
All right, Bender,
How about
you
we
got
go
your lead.
What
What are you doing?
Axle.
Axle loading.
Oh,
I don't
well
know
then.
why you're calling that, but you know what? Sure. Going
Weird
once.
fact. Well, okay.
Going twice. All right. I bet you a lot of people aren't going to have this. Matt?
8.5 cylinders.
Yeah, so that's a NA. Bender?
A 402, 208.
Okay. No, it's just 40208. There's not a second
Yeah.
2 in there.
It's not 402,000.
Down for Axel.
Milky?
Should it be called water loading weight?
Should be just called buoyancy.
Yeah.
What is yours, Milky?
I don't have any.
You don't have it either? Okay. Fort?
What do you think?
Why does nobody else have it? Brian?
Oh my
Why
god,
did you not veto it? Why did you not veto this?
Because I have one that I want to veto.
Chaos.
That's
Jesus
it.
Christ. So, Bender just got away with dropping a nuke. He gets a 5, everyone else gets a 1.
This is
Milky, this
painful.
is your. If he wins, this is your fault.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Finally.
Milky
Yes,
could
it
have
is. You
stopped
let
this.
him drop a nuke.
Milky could-
If the margin is within 4,
Yep.
then maybe.
You let him drop a big freaking deuce on us all.
That was
Good.
amazing. I was about to say, with the last stat, the lead narrowed by 2 points. With this stat, woof.
Also, can we just give everyone else 4s?
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
The spirit of competition.
This is the kind of thing that you save your vetoes for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Can you veto yourself?
I mean,
Why?
I think we let O'Gillies do it once, but if you say, "Hey, actually, I don't want to do that," while I'm doing the going once, going
Okay.
twice, I won't
Okay.
make you spend a veto to go. I've changed my mind.
No, I was just wondering that because I want to intentionally veto something.
You know,
I mean that.
I've never thought about doing that to get a stat off the board. That's really clever.
a way.
There's a strategy here, folks.
Yeah.
This is
You know
5D
what?
chess here.
You know what?
5D chess.
I think I'm gonna have to allow that, but I'm not gonna start
Okay.
doing it now.
Okay.
I think I'll
That's for
start.
next season.
Yeah, I'll mark that down for next season as a. 'cause
Okay.
This is one of the things I wanted to fill in that or to edit that document that you made, Tyler, of
Yeah.
the rules to include all the little changes we make and to codify certain things. Codifying this, it's interesting. It's an interesting
Yeah.
thing to do. So, I think
Very interesting.
if you
Okay, then I will.
Yeah, if you change for going forward, and this is open to the comments and listeners and you guys to critique. Going forward, I may say you can critique, you can veto your own stat, but you don't have to necessarily expend your veto if you're just changing your mind.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Okay.
Matt, I heard that flute.
I just thought that I'd ask.
yeah, that's a good question because I had never considered that as a strategic thing before.
Yeah, I see it from the standpoint of it where avoid the one that you don't want.
Yeah.
And you can use that strategically.
It is very clever. That said, you could just not call that one and save your veto for it, but this gets it out of the way for sure. Actually, no, that's a good point. You could also just not use your veto until that stat comes up, because you only get the one veto. So, no.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's oh well. I tried to do something.
I don't know. It's up in the air. We'll think about it. We'll come back to it season 5, which is going to be an interesting season. Just a warning. So
So what is your ratio of driving wheelbase over all engine wheelbase?
I knew you were going to ask that one.
Okay, wait a second. I need to.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh God.
This is not good at all.
Fort is dead. That's all I can say.
Matt,
All
I
right.
mean, you just have to look at me. I have a 3-axle trailing truck, for God's sake.
Alright, mine is 0.35.
that's not good.
I
None of
told
these
you
engines
it
are
was
going to be good. Bender,
0.42.
142. Milky,
0.5.
okay. Fort,
I will copy the first answer.
ooh, And Brian.
Hey, buddy.
0 point Richard Petty.
Oof.
Okay, so that was an interesting
got a 4.
one. Milky is the most centered one. He's got 0.5. It's the highest number here. He gets 5 points.
Why is he getting a 5 in anything?
Brian gets 4 points.
Because I know my engine.
Bender gets 3 points. Matt and Fort both get 2.
I know where I win at, and I know I don't.
As much as considering the fact that I'm an SB fan, I must say that thing doesn't really deserve to exist.
Well, it still
deserves to exist.
No,
Somehow.
Tyler, it doesn't.
Oh,
It does.
okay.
Ooh, it deserves to exist more than that.
You know what? I think I know what I'm going to do. Wait, has this one been done yet?
You can check
Which one?
the list.
What?
It is not. I will go with combined heating surface.
Combined
Oh.
heating surface. That's
Okay.
a good choice for you. Going once, going twice.
Alright.
Matt?
2353.
2353. Okay. Bender?
Number WS.
1606.
606. Milky?
929.
929. Fort?
3549.
V5
Yeah.
Bum. Brian?
I don't want to talk about it.
Wow,
Not
that's
last.
awfully close to me.
Okay, admittedly, that's more than I thought. I thought you were going to have like in the triple digits or something.
Alright, Fort gets 5 points with the most evaporative heating surface. Matt gets 4 points. Bender gets 3. Brian gets 2. Milky gets 1. And now for the final
My question
stat.
is, how does the standard have a bigger boiler than me when it's visibly smaller?
Because standard. The thing it's based on came like 20 years after you did.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I think these things were rebuilt from parallel boiler, and I think that builder showed it was actually from the rebuild. Shoot.
Whoops.
I don't know.
I have
All
no
I know
idea
is
what.
these things are apparently much smaller stat-wise than the two-cylinder variant.
Huh. I have no idea
That
what
is strange.
parallel boiler is, but it scares me.
It's
Yeah.
like parallel bars.
Parallel boiler is a non-tapered one. It's
Oh.
just straight.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
That's much less weird than I thought. Anyway,
Yeah.
Parallel? Okay.
Did you think twin boiler?
listen, I don't want to talk about it. Brian, what's your stat?
Oh my god.
There's not really much I can win. There's basically nothing I can win.
Well, make something that Bender will lose at.
Please.
Yeah, for all of us, do it.
For all of us. Yeah, considering.
The issue here
He
is
has more tractive effort than me, despite the fact that I have 3 cylinders. I basically lose to everything but the freaking Central Pacific boat.
You want that?
Like, what the hell am I supposed to beat him over the head with if I'm going to lose everything to him? Number of cylinders should have been a stat. That would have worked.
Well, it's not on the list.
No?
you might have more tubes, but I'm not sure. Honestly.
You have to be.
I don't have
There were
a
other
stat.
things here too. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Uh,
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, Ellis, you
Too
brought
blank.
this up.
That's probably going to be lost.
What did you
I don't know.
want, Tyler?
You brought this up earlier, and looking at the folio, it does look like the curved section of the tank does carry water.
Oh, I
Oh,
freaking
no.
love this.
You goddamn right.
It's beautiful.
where are people finding pictures of these things anyway? Why do they exist?
Because I assist. Yeah.
Because
Where did they find the one to preserve in the first place?
at the bottom of the
the
ocean.
backyard.
Take a big risk.
Okay, come on,
Can I
call
take a
stat,
risk?
call stat.
Risk.
Tender water capacity.
Tender water capacity. Okay.
Oh no, we had a
Enjoy.
tender.
That
Okay.
actually works.
Joke's on you. I
Going
don't
once.
have a temper.
Going twice. Okay, tender water capacity.
All right.
Matt,
4,000.
4,000.
I
Better?
made a mistake.
400.
400. Milky,
Actually, 24 for some reason.
1280.
1280. Even with those little curved bits? Come on.
Yeah.
Where do you think the 80 comes from?
Yeah.
Fort.
5,000.
Ah,
There it is. Brian?
I knew that was going to happen.
I thought that because you guys are 40 tanks, you would have like a tiny water tank because it's all got to be back there and it's not inside tanks, which are longer and taller. But
You fool.
Remember, North American.
2,400.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't. I forget how tank engines work.
Yeah. Well,
which is an issue when we're doing a tank engine royale.
anyway, Fort wins. Fort gets 5 points for his 5,000 gallons. Matt gets 4 points for his 4,000 gallons. Bender and Brian each get 3 points, and Milky gets 1 point. And tally up your points for the end of round 4 and the end of the stats, except Tyler, you and I need to talk.
Uh-oh.
The ship will sail.
I've got a question for you, man. What the hell are we going to do about the 4MT?
We're going to do something that boosts the SP.
Listen, if it helps everyone else and hurts the standard guy, which, man, I just can't believe I said that out loud.
Yay!
Don't boost the SP because that's the only thing that that's like the only thing that's like a real threat to me if I get in the lead.
Yeah, that's a real big if.
Yeah.
I think if you get
Because
in the lead,
remember,
the threat is
he's got like
everybody
style
else.
points for days, and though I do too, I don't have as much as him, I bet.
Yeah.
Somehow, I think even Tyler might find it difficult to find 30 style points for this thing.
I don't think that many.
Well, I just need to give negative style points to like everybody in an order of about 10, and I'm good.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, but here's the situation. The 4MT is in the lead with 74 points, 6 points behind him, somehow still holding on despite being literally nuked. The double ender has 68 points. Man, if it weren't for that incident, this would be a lot closer.
Don't remind me. It's watching this and playing this are two very different things.
Yeah, they are. Well, I wasn't even talking about you giving yourself a 1. I was talking about the bomb.
I should have taken the Canadian
Well, I feel
national
more
one.
embarrassed about the first one, thank you very much.
Well, the first one is your fault. The second one isn't. Anyway, the New Jersey Central engine is in 3rd place with 61 points. The LMS Fowler 4P is in 4th place with 56 points. The SP and CP thing is in last with 44 points. And I don't feel that bad. But, you know, we'll try to help it, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Why would we help it? Why wouldn't you just help like the middle of the road and cough, middle of it?
a rising tide lifts all boats, especially Milky.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Actually, I think Milky would be a submarine just because of his ballast tanks.
Yeah, I mean, look. Well, they're either ballast tanks or pontoons.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
mean,
true.
ideally, if you put water in them, they can do double duty.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this to help myself out. I'm just saying this to give you a good suggestion for what you could use. I just DM'd Tyler.
Okay.
That's actually the one I was thinking about going
What
for.
are you thinking about?
May I make a suggestion
What has your name on it, Ellis?
I mean, yeah, I was thinking about that. I just don't know how much it'll help. What were you trying to say?
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to suggest the first thing we could give style points for.
No, don't. Save your breath.
Okay.
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 Did I hear Ellis Temelio's weight computation?
I don't know what else to pick.
Yeah, there's not really anything else that's good
I mean,
to go for.
you mean good as in good that
Wait,
helps the SP thing?
Well, okay, we can go on things that have been vetoed before,
Oh, you're right.
and do we be mad to them?
Man, that would be
No,
kind of evil.
please,
I
no.
think I know what you're thinking.
No,
Hey, wait a minute, are the British things superheated?
No.
They are, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh
As
no!
No.
Yellow Devils.
I mean,
I swear to God, if you don't do,
do we want to do that? I mean, it won't help the SP thing.
This is decisions.
It'll hurt the British, but it won't hurt them as much as it could because the SP thing will get the lowest point. You know, so-
That's annoying.
do we
I
roll
both
the
really
dice or
want-
do we do the guaranteed
can we
balancing
hurry
act
up?
between
My
the
mom is
B&A?
getting concerned.
It's not like we need to hide what we're talking about. It's not like it matters if they know. We're talking about calling builder.
Do it.
Yes,
Do it.
we're gonna go with. Nah,
Okay, here's my TED talk about why Central Pacific was good at building engines and why you should get a different opinion about them.
that
Let me play you a
group.
stat
Thank
sheet
you.
of the
That
world's
is all.
smallest violin.
Oh my god. Alright. Wait, did these things really have 3 high pressure cylinders? They didn't even make it a compound? Come on, guys.
Yes.
SMH
Wait a
my head.
minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, you bring up a good point.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. I just want to sound ominous.
Evaporative heating surface divided by
I know
cylinder
exactly
volume,
what
is
you're
that what you're
about to
thinking?
say.
Yeah, that might be good.
I mean, I think it'll help the B&A guy, that's for sure.
No, don't help the big one.
What? But he's not winning!
Don't crush me more
I-
than
I-
I crush. I am about to
You know
get in
what?
trouble for this
Let's go with. Yeah,
Kill the British guys.
Let's go with
British
what?
bad. Pretty bad.
What are you
I think.
talking about? I am last. I'm going to be last
I think-
if he gets enough points.
I think evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume is both it strikes a middle ground between the best actual choice for what we want and the least shenanigan-y one that we could pick.
Yeah, I
about
guess
almost
in
Amelia's
that
blood
regard.
No, that's always shenanigans, even if it's a good idea. Alright, evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume, go.
Dang it! I didn't get to play.
I'm
I didn't
dead.
get to do the song.
I'm just dead.
Okay. I have no idea how I'm going to do on this one.
I don't really know how a lot of people are going to do either. I'm hoping Fort Master has a big enough boiler to make the difference, but it does have giant cylinders. This thing does have
I'm
giant
just
cylinders.
dead.
Alright, Matt,
Non-existent
what's yours?
At this point, I'm
184.55.
Okay. No reactions from anybody? Bender?
165.64.
Okay. Milky?
You know what's better than that? 166.19.
Oh my
You're
god!
kidding.
Fort?
211.57.
Holy crap!
Okay, I said that.
A nuke.
Yeah.
Brian?
I hate you all.
Why is this thing broken?
Yeah.
Triple one.
Like, I know
Yeah.
Milky didn't even bring a locomotive, but are you sure you did? I just... I'm looking at these stats. Anyway,
I'm going to lose this Royale and lose my privileges to go on the computer. Can we hurry this up?
alright,
Honestly, I felt that.
Fort gets 5 points, Matt gets 4 points, Milky gets 3 points, Bender gets 2 points, and Brian gets 1 point.
I
So,
want my computer taken away.
I'm sorry. Don't chuck it at the wall or anything. Alright, so here's where we start. I just wanted to point out... Well, look, okay, let's do a couple things here. This is not on purpose, it's just the first thing that I noticed. Everybody has an all-weather cab except for one particular...
Thing.
Yeah. One particular dinghy.
I mean, if you threw
Snowball.
a curtain over it, it'd be
Putting a
all
curtain
weather.
up does not make it an all-weather cab. We've established this.
Not in your
You still
clothes.
need to open that curtain to get
Okay,
to get to the shoes that you keep back there for fuel.
then you know
Probably
what?
makes
I will go down to California State Railroad Museum and make an all-weather cab.
Okay. You know what? Go ahead. Then it'll be four
Okay,
guys
you
in a
do
shed.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, give yourself a point except for Milky for your all-weather cab.
Right?
No, Milky just subtracted.
No, we won't bother with the subtractions. It's too difficult to keep track of because some people start adding stuff and then I say, okay, no, take it away instead, and people get confused. So everyone give yourself a point except for Milky for your all-weather cabs. Does anybody have doors going forward? I know the British ones don't. Milky does.
My boiler is too fat.
Yeah, so I think it's just Milky gets a point for his doors and that's it. Milky also gets a point for his cute little flared domes, and the British things similarly get a point for their cute little flared stacks, and also for their front doors. Front doors on the boiler that open more easily.
Oh, Milky had that as built.
Why?
Yeah.
Because that's even for ya.
Okay, sure. You can take a point for that.
I get a point
can I go
because
in?
that builder's picture was done when I was painted red.
Yeah, should we mention pain points? Because
the British, they're gonna win by all the points.
Don't.
let's see. So,
No, screw you. You've ruined my life. I'm ruining yours.
so of course we have the ever cherished BR Black, but there is one in Brunswick Green. The only one in Brunswick Green.
Also known as black.
Wait, wasn't one of
oh, that's
yours,
not Brunswick Green.
Wasn't one of yours painted in Caledonian blue?
That's way too green for Brunswick Green. Brunswick Green is
One
created
of you
by-
guys, I swear, one of the BR Standard 4s was painted in Caledonian blue. I might be thinking of a different engine.
Okay,
I think it might be a different engine. We'll go look though.
Well, you know what? Unless somebody has something better than that.
The LMS thing was painted in LMS Crimson, which is beautiful.
Yeah, so honestly,
The red one.
the British get the paint points, but Milky had a couple of cute looking schemes, so I'll give him a half a point for that.
Oh,
it's one
the
of
you know
mine.
what,
It's one of
I
the
can make it a
two-cylinder
full
versions
point.
of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So it doesn't count towards either of
Hold
ours.
on, how can you make it a
So-
full point, Milky?
Because I have an actual portrait of someone in my window in one of the photos.
Hold on, what? Oh my god.
What?
Where?
I didn't hear that. What did he say?
He has a
Wait.
portrait. He has like a
Who's
painted
the
window.
portrait?
Yeah.
What the hell?
What?
So can
Oh
we
my
make that
God.
a full point now?
Yeah, sure, that's weird.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, that's weird as anything.
Can I go on my Milky rant now?
No, Milky gets a point for stat cap.
Yes, that cap.
nobody
He also
else
has a spark arrestor.
He does have
can
a
you do
spark
model
arrestor.
plane?
Give him the point for that.
He has polling pockets,
He
which
has
is only on the Americans.
he has polling pockets, and for some I mean, yeah, the Americans all have polling pockets. So New Jersey thing and double ender pocket odds, and give yourself a polling pocket point. The double end, I think the double ender does, and the New Jersey engine both have feed water heaters.
Yep.
Yep.
I've got a LS.
May I get a point for a 6-wheeled bogey truck?
No,
No.
Aw. But that's so cool!
I mean it's weird. Oh, you do get a point for your head and throttle though.
Oh,
That is
okay,
the point. Yeah.
I don't think anybody else has that.
Can we do
Let's see
model
here.
parts? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. If you have a mass-produced real model, give yourself a point. If you have a trains model, give yourself a point.
Wait, I gotta look this up. Give me a second.
Do those count as separate points or just one?
They count
multiplier?
as separate points, so you can get a total of 2.
Should we bring up preservation?
Yeah, okay, that's one. And
I don't like
let's
to talk
see.
about preservation.
Yeah, okay, so the 2 British people and Milky get points for surviving, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I only get 1 point. Okay.
Uh,
Shame that.
Multiple of these ran in preservation, and some still are.
Yeah, so you get a point for running in preservation because that's another step up.
I have unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in pieces in preservation right now.
Somehow.
They're working on it.
Someday.
Yeah.
It will run again.
Sure it will. Tyler, you can keep believing that as long as you want.
Can we start?
It will
Okay,
blow away.
I'll tug it up to Idaho and we'll put wall sharks on.
Can we get a marker arts point?
Yeah, so
Why do you have marker lights?
so the
Yeah,
British
I do.
the British people
What?
don't have marker lights.
You're wet.
I think I have those.
Bell point.
Actually,
Because
can
screw
I
the British
just
people.
ask something?
Yeah, bell point.
I have a bell
Because
point.
Bender, hang on.
What?
Okay.
Because I'm obviously going to lose, and because Bender is a fellow Brit, can I leave the Royale so I can not get in trouble and go eat dinner? And let
Sure.
Bender deal with
Yeah,
my
sure. Yeah. Okay, go eat dinner.
Now,
Alright, see you
Alright,
guys.
see us around.
See ya. See ya.
yep.
All right. Well, he's dead. Just let's see. Let me just do this. Because I know Dean's here. Dean, do you want to come in here and fall on the sword for the LMS thing, for no good reason other than to take the abuse that we're about to give it and write it down?
Yeah,
Stanier
The power.
engine?
Yes.
The LMS tanky?
Power engine.
Like, define fall on.
Like just tally up the points that we're not going to give it.
That we're not... Okay, what's been... Oh, it does have a dome. It's, well,
Here we go.
Hold on. First off, this was an early Stanier design. So this was before William Stanier put domes on his engine.
You don't need those; they're not important. Actually,
Listen. He used to work for the GDR, but before transitioning over to LMS.
Okay.
So there's your explanation.
I'm going to give out some points right now, though. Not to the British people because they have inclined cylinders. So everyone that's not British, give yourself a point for having non-inclined cylinders because you don't suck. That said,
Can I double off of that?
sure, yeah, go ahead.
Point.
Okay, British people, you have plate frames, so Americans take a point.
Ouchie.
But
British, you also have vacuum brakes and Lincoln pin, not Lincoln pin, but you know.
buffer and chain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buffer and chain.
So
chain.
we should
So-
phrase this like this. I'm honestly,
They have hydrostatic lubricators.
I'm honestly hesitant to say Americans get a point for not having vacuum brakes because
Yes.
vacuum brakes are kind of cool.
But air brakes are superior.
Air brake,
But
yeah, they are
biased.
better. But I blame the Titanic disaster because we could have had much better vacuum brakes. So basically, it's Milky's fault. Oh wait, that was a Lusitania.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you've always seen, but the LMS-4T tank, that is basically it looks like the Mustanier tank because Robert Riddles used to be an engineer, not like locomotive engineer, but like designer of locomotives for the LMS.
Mhm.
So that's why the entire standard line looks like an LMS design.
Yeah, I think we had this rant earlier in the show, but okay.
It started with
Okay.
those and they kind of evolved into this over like
Okay.
20, 30
Anyhow, so the Americans take your points at least for actually having
Knuckle
regular
couplers.
frames and then knuckle
Yeah.
couplers and the superior braking.
And what about Bell? What about Bell points?
Yeah, you also get a point because you have a bell.
Yeah.
I
Can we
have a bell.
give Milky an extra
Yeah.
bell point because he has a fancy bell?
Oh, yeah, I have a bell
What?
too.
Look at Milky's bell; it's fancy.
Yeah.
Does no one have electricity? The double ender does.
Milky has electricity later on.
Milky
The
got
DNA.
electricity later, so I'm going to give a point to the people who were built with electricity and have a point to the person who wasn't built with it but got it later.
Well, can we extend the points that Milky gets for his lighting because he actually has a well, I don't think it's called a blackout board, but it is a dimming board that you can fit in front of the headlight.
Oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, take a point for that. That's cool.
It
So
was
basically,
something that they would.
it's plywood.
Yeah, basically what they would do is when you're passing their service,
Mhm.
to make sure you don't blind the engineer of the opposing train, you just put this over, so you don't have to relight the headlight.
Man, I really wish
So it's high beams.
that I could apply blinding boards to a bunch of people on the highway.
Also,
Traffic engineer
pinch point
safety.
for the British. Did we already go over this one?
Yeah, we already did.
Oh crap!
Is the double?
The
I have an important question.
Cowcatcher point?
Cow-
I got one, baby.
yeah, cowcatcher point. That's an American's point.
yes.
Yes.
The Stanier engine, like I don't know if this would go on under pain, but the smokebox sort of door bracket that's like bare metal. Like that looks pretty good. I like that a lot, actually.
I will mention that it says in the description of this that they were rejiggered so that they were more aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
British care about how they look.
I wanted to. Sorry, I got distracted because Tyler wanted to jump in. I gave the point for level cylinders. The Americans who are not boats get points for not slide valves.
Yeah.
That's true.
Although I
Can we give a point back to the boat
British
for
engines-
actually having
The British
handrails?
don't have slide valves.
Yeah,
either, I
the
don't
British
think.
don't have slide
Yeah,
valves
they have
either, and
piston
in
valves.
fact, the 4MT has counterbalancing rods on the valves, so that's nice.
Oh,
You
no.
can have a point for
That's
that too.
not good.
The counterbalancing rods were just kind of there because we didn't really know how to expect forces.
The British engines have bell pairs. Did y'all already go over that?
Nah, we don't give points for that.
Oh, Chris,
No.
you did.
No, we don't give
Okay.
points
No.
for boiler shape or tender shape usually, even though there are advantages. When we rework style points, it's maybe worth including, but we'll see.
I know that we went. Oh, sorry. I know we already went over model points, but can I get an extra for this?
Oh no.
It's a Weibold point.
A Weibold point. Jesus.
One of them has been. Somebody made one in Lego.
But it's why is it
no.
in
Hold on.
Jersey?
I have a question. Did you get 2 points for models?
No.
No? Okay, then take a half a point for the Lego model.
Nice.
Then I get a half point because I have a Lego model too.
Did you get 2 points for models?
No, I only got 1 point because I
Okay.
could only find like physical model, no trains model.
Okay, yeah, you can take a half a point for a Lego model. That's neat.
Okay.
Question:
What?
Who was longest serving? Like I know that the standard range went on until the late '60s.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go for the longest service career in terms of years total,
Yeah.
me. But
yeah, you're not gonna get that.
Well, no.
but in terms of retirement date,
Then
it
it'd be the
ain't
British.
me.
It ain't me, he says.
It ain't me.
Mine says that they weren't retired until like the late 40s, early 50s when they were built in the 20s.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty standard length of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
Yeah.
know the 4P should get something because they were.
Yeah, the 4MT definitely gets a point for serving the latest, and Milky definitely gets a point for serving the longest.
Okay,
Yeah.
who has like a virtual model?
We've done that.
We've gone over
Oh, we did?
this.
Crap.
Okay. Can I go really quick on a few?
Yeah, you can.
Milky?
You can go.
Okay. He has an air ringer.
Okay.
Who else?
Again, that's for all the Americans in the room. Get your air ringer points.
How can Lucky has that?
No. Hold on. I'm not giving a point for a bell and a point for an air ringer. It's 1 point for a bell with air ringer because nobody else has a bell. There's nothing to compare to.
Okay.
All right, fine, but okay,
I mean, you
Milky.
can't have an air ringer without a bell.
Yeah.
Let me point something out to you, Ellis, that you might not have noticed.
Okay.
If you look just above the boiler barrel on Milky's cab, he has oval windows.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why?
They're for sighting the torpedoes.
Yeah, and I have a cab that's angled kind of funny. What
This is
about it?
God, this is the most Victorian locomotive ever
Is
made.
it just,
I love
it's
it.
just bizarre. I did see that. It's just weird.
It's stupid.
Actually,
No,
I have an important question for Matt.
Uh-oh.
Do you have power reverse?
I don't know, do I?
Because
Uh,
I don't think anyone else does except for the double ender.
Matt does. I can see it.
Matt does?
Nice.
Okay, so
Hell yeah.
the two
Yeah.
of you who are lucky enough to be graced with power reverse, give yourselves a point.
May I?
Alright.
Actually,
I'm
you know what? I would argue
It's not a
that
point.
that the British should have a point because at the time the British railways like they use a series of lamp codes on their engines to communicate with signalmen saying what train they were.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that is equivalent to marker lights, and so I know we gave a point for marker lights that the British didn't have. We gave that to the Americans. We didn't give the Americans a point for having headlights, so I'll say the marker lights point is a wash, and the Americans still get a point for having proper headlights. Which, don't add a point, guys. You just keep the one you have.
Okay.
That makes
Let's
sense
see
to
here.
me.
The
Cab window shades.
yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
These the stupid little window shades.
I can't tell from any of my pictures.
Ooh.
I guess you could count Brian as like having served through a war, like
And
like
I mean, I served through war too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but, like,
served through like
during a
3
blitz.
wars, okay?
I can see. I'm not going to give that a point because they didn't serve in the war. I can see the 4MT and the 466 both having mechanical lubricators. I don't know about the rest of them, but
the MT has mechanical. Yeah,
yeah.
the Stanier might be hydrostatic because I don't see any. No, wait,
Oh,
that is mechanical. Isn't
Okay.
it?
I just found a trains model. I'm taking away my Lego point.
Okay, and give yourself a full point for your trains model. Okay.
Is it the
That might
Paul
be
Train
mechanical,
Club?
We never specified it had to be a good model.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Had
Nor
to
have
be
we
a
ever
model.
gave a negative point for Paul's Trains.
My model was made by Dickie Jim.
Dickie
Nice.
Jim. What a name.
That guy
Who's Dickie Jim?
Can we give
was very
one of a point for that name?
When you ask for Dickie Jim at the strip club, who do you get?
I don't want to think about it.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
Imagine a stripper named Dark Chocolate.
Yeah.
Heavier.
Okay. I have one more question, particularly for
Alright.
Tyler and Milky, before I say I think we're good here.
Okay.
What is going on with Milky's front coupler?
What?
Oh, that.
Mode.
You see, it's special. It should get
We don't talk about it,
because it's
right?
designed.
It's
I'm pretty sure it's designed to work with Lincoln Pin.
Yep.
Oh.
You know what?
That's-
How do you get
that's
pin
neat.
with that?
Dual
That's,
Because
mode.
this is kind of in the era where all shit goes,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah,
you
but-
kind of need that cross compatibility.
on the one hand,
Yeah.
I'm disgusted by Lincoln Pin. On the other hand, that's really useful. Milky, give yourself a half a point, so bring yourself up to 24.
Oh.
Wait, Milky has a stack cap.
Yeah, we went over
We
that.
already did that.
Oh, okay.
Here's
And
a
his,
question.
and his air pump is like at the cab. It's like right at the cab
What?
for some reason.
It's on his dome.
Do boilers
Actually, wait a
on the
minute. That
dome?
brings up a good point.
It's on it.
Yeah, it is on the dome. I didn't
Yeah.
notice that before.
Oh, I didn't realize. Like, I thought that it
Yeah.
was like bolted to the cab.
No, it's not a Tuma.
It's not a tube.
Not a
Do
tumor.
smoke box supports count as a bonus point?
No.
Okay.
Although,
I didn't-
although you know what I'm tempted to give as a bonus point, or maybe just a half a point? The fact that the double ender's handrails are completely continuous from front to end.
Can we give him a point for the
Yeah, too.
the later handrails on the torpedo boat? Because what they do is on the left side,
Oh,
it goes all the way up.
Yeah, I'm just
So it's
I'm looking at
I'm-
that from
okay,
this
I'm-
side, and I'm just confused.
I'm looking at this. I can't tell what's a steam pipe and what's a handrail.
Man, you might want to figure that out before you touch it.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, you need every single handhold you have when at sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you need every single handhold.
Man the sails.
No more.
Yeah, so that half point I wanted to give to the 466, I'm gonna say that it's kind of a wash because it's a relatively unimportant point, but the 466 definitely has the most sand out of everyone here.
Can we give a half point to the torpedo boat again? Because, well, it does have a slide valve. It does have the largest, not run, but the largest chest.
Yeah.
Because Stevens is kind of, they were really weird at CP when it comes to the sizing of their cylinder chests.
Oh.
They were really weird a lot of times in many ways.
We're
and
building
so
a
you can see it also has like a little bit cross counterbalancing there, but
yeah.
Alcoholism.
Dumb question, and I think it's going to be pretty much unanimous for everyone.
Go on.
Backing light. Considering it's a commuter tank, I think it's unanimous, but...
Yeah, the torpedo boat can look behind.
Yep.
I think everybody has that. Anyway, I think...
Except for the British.
Is there anything really important that we've missed? No reaching style points, anything really important?
Oh, wait a minute,
So,
wait a minute.
So are we adding a point for the reversing light? Or backing light?
No, don't add a point
No.
for that. Everybody has the damn thing.
Okay, never mind.
I noticed something. If you look in the photo of the boat 1903, it does have light wells.
I mean,
Does it?
I did give Milky a half a point for interesting paint schemes. So,
Okay, that's fair.
But white walls.
but white walls are pale in
But that's a
comparison
pain
to
point.
painting the whole engine red.
Or someone portrait.
Yeah, if somebody made this thing a bloody nose, that'd be different. But all right.
It's new skin time.
Is that a challenge for me?
I mean, when it's done, go
I'll
ahead.
reskin it, Tyler. Don't worry. I'll do it.
So, are we done here,
I think
or do we
so.
still have more stuff to call?
It's time to add our bonus points into our totals and see where we stand. I think I know who wins.
89.
61.
That's a really high score.
69.
This
9.
now this is
Wait,
an
are
engine I'm looking forward to seeing in the finale.
70. 80.
Wait,
I'm gonna round it up to 80.
So close. So close to greatness.
So close, yeah, so far.
Can we give it half a point, please?
No, no,
I'm begging you.
no.
I'm begging you. Or torpedo tube.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Milky. What was this
Yep.
engine fired with?
Uh-oh.
Cool.
That's it.
Wait. Oh, actually. No. Hold up.
Please say oil.
No.
They were oil fired.
It was probably built as wood, probably burned coal, and knowing ST, probably burned oil.
Okay.
So it burned everything.
Enough of those probablys. I'll give you the half a point.
Yeah.
Put in your 69 and get out.
Nice.
69 and get out.
I was gonna say the souls of damn sailors.
The souls of the damned.
Wait, so did I actually win on my first Royale?
Yeah, welcome
Yes.
to the game, Ford.
Oh, shoot, he did.
Correct.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
I didn't actually
Now you
realize
know
this was
why I
your first.
wanted
You
to
performed
win.
really well for this being your first
Yeah, you
Royale.
did.
Yeah.
It was extremely stressful.
Shut up, Dean. You were here for like 5 minutes.
No. I
Hold
was
on,
there for the season 1. Uh-oh.
Yeah, to be fair, he's the one that controlled the MIDI locomotive on the first one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
to be
So
doubly
if
fair,
anything is stressful, he should be very stressed out for having a tent as a cab.
okay, but that was his choice. Yeah, so here we stand with the Boston and Albany 466D1A double ender, aka the Pocket Hudson, in the lead with 89 points. Right behind it, this was actually very close, the BR Standard 4MT with 87 points. In third place, the Jersey Central 464T, which I guess we're just going with that, not a class designation, with 80 points.
It's got a class. No.
Then the Torpedo Boat with 69 points, nice. And finally, the LMS Fowler 4P with 63 points. In summary, 2 people lost today. That would be Dean and Brian. And the Boston Boy won, and there was much rejoicing. And I'll see you in the season finale for it.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone for participating today. I would like to thank Steve and Wes of Steam Locomotive for hosting their site, etc., etc. Tyler, thank you for being our technical advisor as always. And thank you guys for watching, listening, liking, commenting, subscribing. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And like I said, close to the top of the show, if you would like to be in a Royale and maybe win your first Royale, like Fortmaster over here, you can join our Discord at the link in the document below. There you can also see links to all of the other episodes of Local Royale and all of the results. So, browse carefully. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh my god, the thing was red!
What?
What?
233 was red!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
As for this thing survived that? You're kidding me.
It's beautiful.
Oh, that's the
Oh no, I forgot about that. Oh,
You predicted the future and I hate you for it.
We're just gonna
That's
close
worth
that out
noting.
and say thanks
that
for
is beautiful.
thanks for watching this episode of Locomotive Royale.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you
starring
next
me.
week for whatever the hell that one is. Hold on. Let me scroll up and find it again, because I don't write these
Tyler,
down ahead of
thank you
time.
for starring me for life.
Episode 4, which is another one of Tyler's suggestion, features steam locomotives that have run under wires, or that serve under
Yes.
wires.
Yes.
So, this is going to be a fun one. I hope to see that little Swiss guy show up.
The one
Yeah,
with
right.
the pantograph.
Exactly, the one with the pantograph. I love that. Love that
Yes.
thing. It survives. Automatic
Electrics.
points right there. And
Yeah.
we'll see you next week once again. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Boo.